I'm going to try the Russian technique for toxin today, and I just mapped my face. Have you ever heard of Russian toxin placement? It's a new way of injecting Botox for a more lifted, snatched look, instead of just freezing the wrinkles. So today I'm going to test it out and share with you what my plan is. That said, let's do the disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1. Allowance is made for the fair use of purpose such as criticism, co-news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel are meant for educational and entertainment purposes to help other women and men. There is an attack on true, helpful information from genuine sources. Please help me combat this attack by sharing this video with as many of your friends as possible. I apologize that every video needs to include this disclaimer as my videos are marked for adults. Unfortunately, this is our current landscape, and I appreciate your understanding and support. On my Instagram, I've been fed so many Russian injectors and how they're placing toxin these days. Today, I obviously need a touch-up. So I decided to test the Russian Toxin Technique for a lifted, more youthful look. The Russian Toxin Technique is a specialized botulinum toxin placement method that differs from traditional injections in a few key ways. It's designed to create a more lifted look rather than the traditional frozen look that you can get from Botox. And although botulinum toxins do relax the muscles, this technique is supposed to help give us a more lifted look. So we'll see. This is how the Russian technique differs from regular Botox injections. So one, it has a focus on lifting. Unlike traditional Botox, which relaxes muscles and can sometimes cause heaviness, this method aims to preserve movement while providing a more snatched, lifted appearance. 2. Strategic injection points. The Russian placement often targets higher points on the forehead, jawline, and midface to create a natural tightening effect. And 3. It's ideal for certain face shapes. This technique is popular for those wanting a more sculpted, snatched look rather than just the wrinkle prevention. So what are the pros and cons of the Russian technique? Pros, it creates a subtle, lifted look rather than heaviness. It helps maintain facial expressions while smoothing lines, and it may last longer due to the different diffusion patterns. Cons, it may not be as effective for deep wrinkles, and some patients report a slightly tighter feeling in treated areas. So who is this best for? It's obviously best for people who want a more lifted look rather than a frozen face, and for people who have noticed a heaviness from Botox in previous injections. This is what my face looks like right now before treatment. As you guys know, I cannot do these injections here on YouTube, but instead I do them inside my Skin and Wellness app that is linked here. So before we get going, I'm going to wash my face. I'm going to mark it out. I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to jump into my app to do the injections. This will be my first time doing this, so I'm a little nervous because I've never marked in this way, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be a good experience. This is the little map that I created for myself for today. One of the things that I noticed by the Russian technique is that they keep a 2 centimeter gap up here between the corrugators and then where they do tox into the frontalis and up. You can see in this illustration the purple frontalis. It's pulling up, which is why we get these lines. In the Russian technique, we're going to be toxing the top of it, preventing that pull. You can see right here in the temporal area that they also tox to prevent that pull on the side of the eye. I've never placed tox there before, so I'm excited and a little nervous. So we're going to clean my face and start marking. I'm going to draw a straight line across the top of my eyebrows. Then I'm going to go 2 centimeters up from this line. And I'm going to put that together. That creates my 2 centimeter block. And then go up from the inside of my eyebrow line. Okay. So we're not going to inject in this area. For our crochet, I'm going to be doing 4 injections, 2 units each. Go at the tail. I'm staying on the orbital ring. You can feel it. You can feel where the orbital ring is. It's like a bone. It's a circle around your eye. And I'm 1 centimeter out from that orbital ring. There's also a line that they do right here. I'm going to do one below that, and one right here. So that's going to give us 8 units right here. Do the same on the other side. So now we have 8 on this side as well. Okay, these are our corrugators. This is what makes those 11 lines. So I'm going to do 2 here, 2 here in the center of my nose. I'm also going to do 2 here, right at the base of my eyebrow. And to really control that corrugator, I'm going to be doing 4 in here, and then right here. You can see how that's pulling in, so we want to stop that. For the turn down on our lips, on this edge that pulls down the DAO, D-A-O, you can see it here in the yellow. We're going to stop that pull down. You can see it. Go right in there with 4 there, 4 there. In the map that I saw on Instagram, they did a vector up here. So I'm going to do 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. And then between these, 1 centimeter up, you can see it's like right there. I'm going to do a 4 here, a 4 there. For our temporal, I'm going to go up here, and I can see it like right here. I'm going to do 4 here, 4 here. Not showing up very well. So far, so good. Now we have a bunch to scatter right here at the hairline. So this is the center of my face. I'm going to do 2 units here, 2 units here, 2 units here, and 2 units here, 2 units here, 2 units here, 2 units here. That is my plan. This will be a total of 78 units of Inatox. Please don't ask me where I source Inatox here on YouTube. I only share that information inside the Skin and Wellness app, and you are welcome to join. And then you can see the injections. My Botox book is found on Amazon, and I'll link to it below. Then all my syringes and needles I get on Amazon. I love doing a tox layout like this so that I know where my syringes are, how much is in them, and as I move through, I don't get confused. You can find my face maps and the tox layout on my website linked below. Good morning. Today we're going to be doing the Russian Tox injection. I've never done this before. It's going to be a new thing for me, so we'll see how it goes. And we're going to start in 1 minute. I'm going to be using Inatox today, my favorite. This is a 100 unit vial. I'm going to show you how I'm going to draw up all my syringes. I have my tox map laid out. And then if you're not aware, the face map and the tox layout map is available on the website. So we'll link to the maps below too, as well as where you can find all these things that I'm using. And I've already marked out my face. Am I cold because I'm in my big puffer? Always cold in this room. My filming studio is freezing. So on Instagram, I've been being fed a lot of these tox kind of layout ideas by Russian injectors. So I thought, well, it's time for me to do a touch-up, so maybe we'll try one of these Russian tox ideas. So I have no idea how this is going to work out for me. Fingers crossed, it's good. And I'm using Inatox, so we'll know in about 3 days how it's taking. So let's get started. So here's a new box of Inatox. This is a 100 unit box. I'm going to open it up. This is how they come. If you've never seen this before, it comes already reconstituted for you. You can see it's in liquid form. Has a little plastic cap on the top, so you pop that off. I have a draw-up needle, so it's a little bit longer, and it's fatter than the ones that I'm going to use to do the injections. And then this is the map that I created for myself, and I'll go over the markings with you. And then draw to the 2. Just shot some out. Okay, so we will not have a full 22 left in that one. Awesome. Okay, so then I'm going to unscrew this. And I'm going to put on one of my injection needles. Okay, our next one is going to be for 12. Beauty Mark says, Melissa Few, I thought I missed the most important part. Nope, you're here. Welcome, Laura. Welcome, Heidi. Okay, the next one is 10. And that's for all of these little ones along the top of my hairline, as you can see. That's definitely one of the things that sets the Russian technique apart, is you see them do a ton of these little ones along the hairline, which makes sense to me because look at, you can see that I need it. I have not done my frontalis in a long time. In fact, the last time I even did Inatox was back in September of last year. So I have not put any tox in my face for a while. And hopefully everything you guys can see pretty well. I think we'll start with my mouth area. So how I find this, you can see, and you can actually feel the muscle pulling down when I do that, okay? And usually you go 2 centimeters out and 2 centimeters down from the corner of your lip to find this. But you can also like feel it if you grab onto it. Okay, I'm back. It's been a week since I did the Inatox injections all over my face for that Russian Toxin Technique. This is what we're looking like. I can tell that my whole frontalis is laid very smoothly, although I still have a little bit of action above my eyebrows, which helps make expressions without looking super plastered. I think the temporal injection actually helped open up my eye more, so I'm really happy about that. And this could be my new go-to way of doing tox on my face. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that doing the Russian Toxin Technique is a good idea? And if you want to see it done, make sure to join the app because I did it all there and it's there saved for you whenever you're ready.